One, I know it sounds like I'm in a fishbowl. I cannot find my camera or my microphone. They're somewhere around. So I'm recording on my phone, which I've destroyed the speakers to, so I sound like I'm underwater. I apologize. It eventually, hopefully, will get better some point in this video. The intro is just gonna be like bad. Secondly, I know that my hair looks insane. Quarantine really be doing it to him. So I just moved into a new apartment. By just moved in, I mean like literally I moved in like 15 minutes ago. But the whole idea is that I want to record myself making over my apartment and just letting that be a thing because I miss YouTube and interaction with other human beings. It might be multiple videos, it might be one video, I don't know. It's probably not gonna be just one video, right? Maybe I'll make it a series. I'm gonna try to do most of this video with like a voice overlay so I don't have to sound like this to you. I just figured an intro would be necessary. But anyway, how do you even start something like this? I guess I should tell you a little bit about my apartment first. So basically I just moved into this apartment. Apartment hunting was kind of hard during quarantine because you can't really go around and tour a bunch of apartments. So I actually didn't tour any apartments. I just found this one and I saw some, I think there's like 5 pictures of it on Craigslist. And I decided I wanted this one and I signed the lease for it without actually seeing the apartment first. So that was an experience. As far as I can tell, within the last 15 minutes of me being here, excuse me, Yak. So basically, I've moved into this apartment now. It's a studio apartment. It is in Capitol Hill in Seattle, which is like basically the gay neighborhood. My apartment is roughly 500 square feet. Like I said, it's a studio, but it has a walk-in closet that I'm gonna try to convert into a bedroom. And my rent is $12.75 a month. That's gonna sound crazy to people who don't live in cities. That's actually on the lower side of what I've seen for a lot of Seattle apartments. Usually you expect to pay $1,500 to $1,700 for a studio apartment, a little bit more than that for a 1-bedroom. So I'd say that this place is pretty cheap. I think it's also because the building is a little bit old. So I will give you guys a little tour of my apartment, maybe do a voice overlay, and then hit you back up if I can find a microphone. All of it's kind of awful right now. Here we go.
So here's an overview of the apartment in one fell swoop. Starting off in the bathroom here, as you can see, it's pretty small. I've got the sink right in front of the toilet, right next to the bathtub. There's barely enough room to sit down on the toilet without hitting your knees on the sink. And then we have this small closet in the entryway, which is pretty nice. It's nice to have a closet. In all of my previous apartments, I haven't had a closet, so it's a nice luxury. Take notice to this little cable outlet here, because this is important later. Here's a panning shot of the brick wall in the main room. Here's my view of another neighbor's balcony from my window. Here's the small room that I was going to try to convert into a bedroom, but we'll see a little bit later how this doesn't work out very well. Here's my kitchen in general. It's pretty spacious for a kitchen for a studio. In my opinion. There's my sink. You can see my camera sitting there that I switched to in a few minutes here. I have an abysmal amount of food in my fridge. Here's a houseplant that somebody gave me as kind of a housewarming gift. I hope I don't kill it because I'm pretty good at killing plants. Yaki's making herself right at home though, which I guess is a good thing. There's a few things that I like about this apartment, specifically the ceiling fan is pretty nice for air in the summer. Also, I like this top little shelf on my kitchen, a lot of place to put decorations. One thing I don't like though is the only outlet in the entire apartment is right next to the front door, right here, so gotta figure that one out. At this point in recording, I started getting a shit ton of Amazon packages, so enjoy me just doing a montage of random different things in my kitchen, including filling up these bulk jars with different stuff and labeling them to make my cabinets a little bit more uniform and nicer. I feel like this just gives the whole thing a little bit less of a messy look. Also, I'm a hoe for a label maker, so. Over here is kind of where I'm going to put all of my dishes. In the middle, I'm going to put all of my bulk spices and things I was just setting up. And over on the end, I'm going to put all of the stuff that I don't really reach for very often, all of my extra pasta and things that I don't usually eat but still keep on hand. This is a cool, like, I don't know what to even call it, vase type thing that I got from my grandmother. I don't know what to fill it with to kind of be like a decorative bowl, maybe like some gumballs or something. But I finished unpacking all of my dishes and I set them up in my cabinet, and I feel like it turned out pretty okay. Like, it doesn't seem like overly crowded or anything. I add more decorations in later on too, so. Kind of just doing little things to make the entire apartment feel more at home. From here I kind of start trying to set up my bedroom. As you can see, the bed doesn't quite fit in there with enough room to get around it. So before I even started assembling it, I stopped trying to get it in that hole instead and opted to just put it in the main room. I built it, and for the first time I got a mattress in the mail, which I've never done before, so it came all rolled up, and I thought it was going to explode, honestly, when I was unwrapping it. There's this big caution thing on the label that says, "Caution, mattress can like expand and explode," but luckily that didn't happen to me. Nope. Still kind of nope. Okay, good news and bad news. Bad news, it's like 4 days later. I haven't done much. Haven't gotten as far as I'd hope I'd get. I thought I'd be done by now. At least with like the general unpacking, and then I'd be getting into like the DIY type of stuff, but all day yesterday, I just sat in bed watching protests live streamed on my phone that were happening like 2 blocks down. I just sat here and like as like an anxious ball of energy, like wanting to be out there protesting, helping, doing something. But I know realistically that I'm not personally equipped to do that right now. I'm autoimmune compromised and I can't go out, so I've just been trying to funnel my nervous energy, and it's not working. So I didn't do literally anything yesterday or anything the day before, but now we're here, and I found my camera with my SD card, though I don't have the charger, so we'll see how long this lasts. I started hanging up some lights, but then I realized halfway through that I didn't get enough lights. Also, my internet hookup is on the other side of my front door, which is like right next to my bathroom. If I want to have a router to run internet, the cord has to go in front of my door because I also have to plug it in, so like there's no way to like, here, I'll show you. So basically my router is here and the power cord is here and the internet cord is there, and that's my front door, and there's nowhere else to plug the router in, so it kind of just has to live here with a cord going in front of my front door. Overall, I feel very frustrated right now because when I moved into the space, I had a lot of energy and I knew kind of what I was doing, but now I'm kind of getting this like brain fog and I can't figure out like what were my plans to do with certain spaces. I can't think of like ways to move things to even make it better. I've just got some kind of like mental block right now, so I don't know really what to do. And I kind of want to divide it up into a couple different sections just so that it's easier to tackle for my brain. Section 1 is the kitchen. For the kitchen, I don't really know what I want to do. I was thinking about putting contact paper over all the tiles. That way it would look like I had a different countertop, but the tiles are so textured that I don't know if that would work. Then I thought about decorating the cabinets themselves to make it a little bit more interesting and inviting, but then I thought, is the space too small? Will it make it look too busy? Will it just make it look messy? I don't know. I think definitely I'm gonna put some contact paper or wallpaper or something on the inside of all the drawers. One thing I really hate about this kitchen and this whole apartment really is that it seems like the building managers just decide that every time somebody moves out, the way to fix the dirt and grime is to like paint over it. So there's like several layers of paint all over everything. It hasn't been sanded down, so it makes it really hard to like open and close drawers. All the cabinets stick to themselves. Nothing really fits like on the hinges the way it should because there's so many layers of paint stopping it. I've pretty much got all of my dishes organized though. And I finished pretty much organizing all of my spices that I have. But again, I didn't know if I want to like line the cabinets with contact paper or just leave them plain or like what the best thing to do would be. In terms of my main room, one of my initial ideas was to put wallpaper along one of the walls to make an accent wall. Except the ceilings are actually really high and the furthest up I can reach is where I've actually hung those lights. And also I feel like I already have a natural accent wall with the brick wall here. So I don't know if it would clash if I added another one. Now coming to you from my badly lit kitchen because it's the only other outlet I have in my house. I just had to go out and get a charger for my camera because I guess I don't have one. I don't even know what I was saying. The lighting is really bad in here, isn't it? I'm sorry. Hi, Yakton. Yakton, 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 Yakton. I'll also get a little bit of B-roll for my tiny bathroom. There's not really much I can do to my bathroom besides potentially try to find something to put over this giant hole behind my bathtub so that hopefully my cat doesn't get into the walls and disappear. Other than that, I might sit and try to like magic eraser the tile on the floor so that my tile doesn't look disgusting. And again, the bathroom cabinets have the same issue that the rest of the cabinets do where they literally stick because there's so many layers of paint on them. I'm not really sure what to do about it, but it is what it is. But at this point, I feel like this video is probably long enough. That was just a little bit of me unpacking and moving. So if you enjoyed that, I guess subscribe because I think I'm gonna post different videos of like doing specific rooms once I can get my brain a little bit less funky. Just doing like little DIY projects to really make the space not feel tiny and old and gross. Thank you guys for watching, and I guess I'll see you in the next video because this one is over and I'm done. Goodbye.